Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. They highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And it's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They're going to ride this running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw on second down. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
They'll throw it on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them.
The quick out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now on first down from the 40.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Quick completion to the right. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On second down, wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. On to attempt to try. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he's going to run it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air, it's Whitehead. Finds his tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Hits him with a stiff arm. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Whitehead. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to find his man in the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the tight end. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quick strike complete.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Utes are in the red zone. On the run, it's Clean. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. On the option. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
He'll call his own number. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Oh, look out! He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Whitehead. Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. At the 15, he's loose. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Utah! And that one will give him the lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire?
He wants to take the top off. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And what a good job by the pass rush, get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The completion well past the sticks. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Trojans want to move quickly. Going up top on first down. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes one man miss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Utah 28, USC 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Here we go.
Going to the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses one. Brings up second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Whitehead. They're bringing heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's got him this time. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their...
He wants to go deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Got it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day.
Gonna take a shot. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by